The mint lady, she puts the watch on.
On herself. And he was like literally holding her.
Like, this is so many dumb things happening all at once.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless. I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco.
We're doing Money Heist episode 2. And it's my first time watching the Money Heist series.
And it's my kind of second time because I watched the original Money Heist.
So we'll be giving y'all like 2 different perspectives / reactions.
If it's your first time here, welcome, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the PLEB family to get the rest of our Money Heist series. Remember, it's free to do.
Episode 2 opens up with Berlin's background, and you can see that he was originally from North Korea, and he was trying to escape whenever he was young with his mother, but he got caught, so he got placed in a prison camp. And he kind of just grew up in like a very dark atmosphere. Every time he tried to break out, he got stronger, and eventually he did. It's very scary. Because he doesn't obey orders. That made me wonder if he's going to ruin this whole plan.
You think he's like a ticking time bomb?
Yes.
And we see inside the mint that the mint lady is sleeping next to the mint director. And I was like, girl, why did you pick that spot next to him? Like, he's gross.
So nasty.
You could have slept anywhere else on the floor.
I wonder if she still has feelings for him.
Okay, does she really have feelings for him, or is she just using him to get her family out of North Korea, though?
But then all throughout, you could see how she's very, like, obedient to him.
Would you have feelings for him? He's disgusting.
Not with that type of face. I have higher standards.
That's insane. She's so pretty, and he's gross looking. He reminds me of that Harry Potter character, Scabbers. The guy that plays Scabbers. Do you remember him? How you not remember he was gross?
I don't remember gross people. Unlike you.
Okay. Well, you made an impression on me.
So since the infiltration failed, the media started reporting about it. And the negotiator lady, she was just like, oh, that's fake news. We didn't do that.
But now she knows that they're not just any bank robbers. They're prepared. They're smart. Like, they know what they're doing.
He asked her on the phone, the professor, he's like, when's the last time you had sex? Have you ever faked an orgasm? Because he was trying to, like, make an analogy to, like, her telling the reporters that them trying to get into the mint with fake news.
See, what gets me, though, with watching the original one and this one, like, they're literally stealing conversations.
Oh, they said the same thing?
Yes. I'm like, okay, writers, like, can y'all not be more original? Like, at least don't steal the entire conversation from the first one.
I thought it was an impressive analogy.
It is.
Well, it's nothing new to you. Gotcha.
No, but it's still just as cringe.
Yeah, I was like, ew.
So, they're in there printing all this money. And I love how the money printer guy, he was so dedicated. Even though he's printing for the robbers, clearly, he was still so dedicated to making each sheet of money perfect.
He's like, oh, there's splotching on this one.
Yeah.
There's misting here.
This is my art. This is me. So I'm putting my name to this. It needs to be perfect. I love it. And then Nairobi, she's such a fan of his.
Because she's a counterfeit artist.
She comes up to him and she like shakes his hand.
She's like, I'm a fan of yours. And you could tell he was kind of like, ooh, thanks.
Yeah, I have a fan.
And it's also cool how they're putting the hostages to work.
Yeah, because Berlin was like, the more they work, the more they don't have time to think about what the heck is actually happening.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they're printing money.
Yeah.
And they're trying to dig holes out.
That is one difference with the original one. The original one, whenever I watched it, I was thinking, what are they eating this whole time? You never see how they're feeding themselves, other than like some sandwiches here and there. But here you see like they have people in the cafeteria and they're giving out the food.
It's like a little community.
Right. They made their whole like biome.
It's self-sustaining. It was so funny how, like, the cocky director, whenever he was digging the tunnel, he's like, I'm not meant for this type of work.
Oh my god, I hate him.
And the rest of the people are like, we are.
Right? Like, none of us signed up for this dude. I can't stand him. He thinks he's better than everyone. And I hate how, throughout the episode, he just puts everybody else in the line of danger. Like, he sacrifices them.
To save himself.
Yeah. to get them on board with his stupid plans. And they're like doing the grunt work.
It was like very appalling whenever he thought of something and he was like, okay, I need you to get hurt. Like, we're gonna have to sacrifice someone. You remember what I said in the team meeting?
Give me your arm. I think I was like, wait, what? What do you do with my arm? I was so happy though when his hand got squished in the door. I was like, yeah, I hope that hurt, buddy.
That's the only point where he got like hurt, actually.
Yeah, it's the little victories.
After the director got caught, Berlin separates the hostages into North and South.
See, I thought that was smart. It was
smart.
mean, but it was a smart thing to do.
But the professor said that was like the last resort to pit themselves against each other.
What was plans A, B, C, and D before you get to E? Because clearly Arturo is a bad egg.
But I felt like that was like a super like ominous psyche by Berlin. It's basically what he used whenever he was in prison camp. That's whenever you see like the heist people having different opinions.
I guess it does hit more personal to them because they grew up with the separated North and South Koreas.
So basically, if one side does wrong, the other side's gonna get punished. And they're gonna make them
tattle on each other. Snitches get stitches.
And then the director makes the mint lady go get the watch for him.
Yeah, because he failed the first time. So he's like, well, who else can I make do it for me? The woman.
He promises her that he'll get a divorce after this. Like, how could she even believe him again?
She's so dumb.
The director tells Denver that she's pregnant so she can get a break.
And then Denver puts her in the same room as the ambassador's daughter.
I wonder if it's because they don't have enough security cameras.
Oh.
Because, like, remember, he points to her, he's like, I'll be watching you here.
I thought the smart thing to do would have been to separate them.
Yeah.
But then there's not even a lock on the freaking door. The woman just could walk out as she pleases if there's no one watching outside.
Free to roam.
Which she did. And then she finds the watch and she puts the watch on. That was another dumb thing. Like, why, woman? Why are you putting the watch on you?
Aw, sweet Denver. He was like, oh, she's pregnant. I wonder if she's, like, hungry. And he grabs everything for her, like, even milk.
That made me like Denver even more.
He's like, should I warm the milk for you?
Yeah.
Denver is so sweet.
He's so nice. He's my favorite.
And even though I feel like he's a hothead, deep down he's, like, super naive and innocent. Like,
He's just a nice guy deep down.
Swayed by emotions.
So Arturo gets the watch from the mint lady. And he pretends like he doesn't feel good, so he has to go to the bathroom. And then we see the one shot I did not need to see. Arturo on the toilet. Like, no.
That was so funny, though.
And by the way, I call him Arturo because he's the copy of the character in the Spain one that I hate. But he's the mint director.
After the director clicked on that link, the negotiator lady, she gets a call from the task force while she's at the cafe dining with the professor. So now he knows that someone has a smartwatch inside the mint.
But again, in that scene, I felt like he was way too bold. Like, he's acting really reckless. And I didn't expect the professor to be so reckless about the stuff he says to the lady. Because he's like, oh, what's going on? Come on, you can tell me.
She finds out that he was eavesdropping on her.
Yeah.
And he tried to save himself, saying that, like, oh no, we're still, like, in the very beginning of, like, this relationship.
Yeah.
I just really like you, and I wanted to see that it wasn't another guy trying to, like, call you.
Right.
I wouldn't buy that.
See, I thought he saved himself with that story. Because it was flattery, right? Like, every woman likes flattery. Because she thinks that he thinks she's pretty enough to have multiple guys after her. So she's just like, oh, he thinks I'm hot. So that's all she's thinking about. So I think she bought it.
I think she's, like, suspicious of him. The professor immediately tells the people inside the mint that there's a smartwatch.
Yeah.
So Berlin rounds up everyone again.
Again.
He knows it's the director.
He doesn't act like he knows at first, but he calls him out to go search everyone with the scanner. And the director hands the mint lady the watch. I was like, no, that's so evil,
You
right?
disgusting guy.
Yes, and the woman actually takes it from him.
Yeah, I would have been like, ugh, I don't want that.
I would have been like, what is this? He's trying to hand me something and play it off like I don't know what this guy's trying to do. I wouldn't have taken it because that's what you don't want to be caught with.
He wouldn't go near her to scan it. So Berlin was like, no, this is how you do it. And he puts it really up closer in front of her.
Yeah.
And then it beeped. It was like her necklace.
Well, he thought it was the metal in the necklace, yes. Yeah. So he moved on, but then the watch falls through her suit.
What the heck?
Bad luck. Bad luck.
Berlin tells Denver to execute her. And at the end, we do hear a bang.
Yeah.
I don't think he killed her.
You don't think so?
Even though he finds out that she's not pregnant, like, she lied to him. But I don't think he has the hearts to do it.
He's really nice.
And then this makes me think of, like, Berlin, how, like, he's not following orders. Because the number one goal was, like, do not harm anyone and do not kill anyone.
But then how would Denver get away with not executing her?
But technically, he brought her away to, like, you know, a secluded room where nobody could see him. So he could, like, just shoot, like, into the air. Nobody would know.
But then what would he do with her? She's alive.
Just tell her, shh. Like, we'll let you out soon.
So hide in the bathroom, woman.
Yeah, just stay here.
Stay here. Okay.
I really want to know what happens next. Like, I really want to know if she's still alive. And what the professor is going to think of Berlin. Like, if he had factored in Berlin being so, like...
Such a hothead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also Tokyo, how she's going to help resolve this. Because it seems like every time they run into, like, something unexpected, she's the one that's always like, oh, I got to pull this, like, correctly.
Oh, okay. So she's kind of like the mediator of the group.
Yeah.
I really want to know what video the police got.
Oh, yeah,
from
because
the
they
watch.
said that, like, they saw a scene.
They saw something before it got smashed.
Maybe it was, like, one of their faces.
That's what I'm wondering.
Like, Berlin's face, maybe? I know you've watched the first Spanish Money Heist already, so do you expect something different to happen?
We'll see. I'm hoping for different twists and turns and not stealing the entire conversation from the original one.
If you stayed with us till this point, leave us a watch emoji.
That was so dumb how they passed that watch around. And how she put it on. Like, woman, you got pockets. Use them.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please give us a thumbs up.
And remember to hit that subscribe button to get more Money Heist videos from us. Remember, it's free to do.
And make sure you ring that notification bell for all updates from our channel.
You can find us on Instagram at PLEB Nameless. We have exclusive content for you there.
Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.